Hi everybody, it's Sarah, and today we're going to be looking at February 2022's forecast for Gemini natives. This is Sun, Moon, and Rising sign in Gemini. Today I'm going to be using the Fairy Oracle deck and also the Crystal Oracle deck to draw one card at the end of the reading for the best stone for you to work with in the month of February. This is, of course, my take on the cards and the energy, so because of that it won't resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Today we're going to look at 6 sectors of your life. If you would like to jump ahead, there is a timestamp below. Okay, let's do this. Let me shuffle the cards really quickly. And the first card will be, what are you bringing forward from January into February? Oh, nice. This is a really good card and nice way to start this reading too. New opportunities. This is always a fun card to draw because it signals new work, new location, or something positive but yet unexpected. So while you could be hoping for perhaps all of that right now, or you moved into a great phase of manifestation last month and are bringing that energy forward into February. Yay! Know that it's safe for you to trust and enter into these new realms of limitless possibilities. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be excited. And if things aren't happening as fast as you would like, that's okay too, because all of these good things, all of these opportunities are right around the corner for you. And don't get caught up in the how is this going to happen? Let it flow organically to you. Even though you may feel unable to move to the next level, be assured that Spirit is reaching out to you and guiding you and protecting you as you embark on this journey. A lot of my clients get hung up on the how and the why. How is this going to manifest? What do I need to do? How are we going to move? Why are we going to move? Well, you know you want to move, and you know you've stated it to the universe. You've tried to manifest this, you've put it out there, and now you need to step back and just let it come forward and allow Spirit to find the way. And as long as you include that harming none and for everyone's highest good, you're going to be safe and you're opening yourself up to wonderful opportunities. If you need help trusting the new opportunities, then pray or ask for spiritual guidance. These wonderful opportunities and gifts are right around the corner. So if they haven't shown up in your life already, be patient, be optimistic, and be ready, because all these good things are in your aura already, and you deserve these amazing opportunities. The affirmation for this card is, I notice and embrace the new opportunities that are now in my life, which is pretty amazing. The energy shifted last month, and you start the month very optimistic and surrounded by endless positive opportunities. What a great place to be. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and we're going to draw the next card, which will be your biggest obstacle for the month. Positive expectations. Okay, this may seem like an odd obstacle, but if you're having difficulties keeping a positive state of mind, or you're questioning what opportunity you should take or why this is happening to you, then this kind of makes sense, because it can be difficult to keep a positive state of mind if you're focused on a negative outcome or if you're coming from a place of worry. And it happens to all of us. But in reality, you've planted the seeds of manifestation with your positive thoughts December and January. While maybe not everything that you've asked for has materialized yet, that doesn't mean that it's not going to. And I get that this can be discouraging because we like to see immediate results, don't we? But sometimes you have to have faith and allow the process to unfold in its own time, in its own way. So it's quite possible with all the stress, all these wonderful opportunities, but yet not exactly what you want coming forward, that you could become a little bit pessimistic or a little bit negative, as anyone would. Negative thoughts kind of wander in, and we feel like, maybe we're silly for believing that these good things can happen to us. So I think the biggest obstacle for you this month will be having faith that things will turn out okay, even though you don't know the how or the why. Let it go and know that everything is coming to you in the best and the easiest possible way. And it's okay, even though it's taking a little bit longer than you hoped for, that doesn't mean that it's not coming forward. You certainly don't want to cancel or cloud your manifestation with negative thoughts now, because like I say, there is so much good in your aura right now. So ask Spirit to help you release any negative or worrying thoughts that you're holding on to, and know that you're surrounded with healing, love, and light. Things only get better from here. So I would say your biggest obstacle is actually maybe standing in your own way. And hey, that's all of us from time to time. This is something that, like I say, most of us have to work on. So it's something where I think it is in your control. Stay positive. Maybe repeat the affirmation: I am safe, confident, and secure. I feel joyful about my future. When you feel the negativity kind of creeping up. And yeah, I think this is going to be a fabulous month for you. Okay, let me shuffle, and this will be your biggest asset or tool to work with in the month of February. Stand your ground. Okay. When you're really honest with yourself, you know what you want. You know exactly what you want to manifest, and you know exactly where you want to be. Yet there are times when other people may pressure us to make a different choice or pick a different path. And this card kind of signals that your original decision is valid and that you shouldn't let outside influences sway you. Your biggest asset this month will be believing in yourself and standing your ground. And don't get me wrong, it's always wise to ask other people for their opinion or for advice, especially if you trust them. I mean, the more advice you have, the more informed you are. But ultimately, you have to make the decision that fits your own needs, and don't be afraid to tell others how you feel. Talk this out with your family, talk this out with your friends, and let them know why you're picking the path that you are. You'll probably find too that when you speak your truth, new solutions will become apparent. And as soon as others are aware of your true desires, they will help you find a way to manifest them without compromising their own needs. When you're making decisions that are going to impact multiple people, it can be difficult because usually people are wanting different outcomes. They're wanting different things. But when you look at the bigger picture and you have an honest dialogue, it becomes easier to resolve some of these problems without compromising on your own needs. And when you do talk it out, everyone will feel happier as a result. And even more important, your self-confidence will increase as you take care of yourself and others with respect. So stand your ground, have some open dialogue, and I think this is going to be your biggest asset for February, especially with all these new opportunities. The affirmation for this card is: I speak my truth powerfully and lovingly. I trust in my strong feelings and stand my ground in following them. Very powerful. So we can definitely see with new opportunities, there's likely going to be some compromise. We can see that you need to stay positive and you need to keep that idea in your mind of what you want to manifest. So overall, wow, this is a powerful reading. Okay, let's look at your home life. Oh, interesting. Sex is an important part of our life, not just our physical self, but also our emotional and spiritual selves. It's not something that people are always comfortable talking about, but loving and honoring our bodies is part of good self-care. If you have issues around your body or your sexual nature, or you're having some issues in that department, then this is the sign to address them this month. And also, if you were ever sexually abused, this card may signal a call for help from your inner self. You may be directed to seek professional counseling or to a support group to overcome negative sexual or body issues, or to heal a sexually unsatisfying relationship. Societies all over the world are changing their perception and their morals around sex and sexual activity. I think now more than ever is a great time to get help, to be upfront if you're in a relationship that's not satisfying you, or to seek help if there has been an issue in the past. Your life can improve greatly by being honest about any issues and seeking appropriate assistance. There shouldn't be any fear or uncomfortability around this subject. So if there is at home, it's time to address it. Okay, we move from that to love and romance. I'm going to draw 2 cards and we're going to talk about single Geminis and partner Geminis. Let me shuffle really quickly. It's time to visualize, see? And higher consciousness. Very good cards. Okay, I think for single Gemini natives, true love is within your reach, but you will have to stay positive and you will have to hold that vibration in your mind and visualize what you want to attract. In the past, you have settled, you have dated people that you knew weren't really right for you because you didn't want to be alone. And I mean, there's no judgment on that. They were there and they were willing, so you went with them. And of course, they didn't work out as long-term relationships. But now, at this point in your life, you're realizing you want more and you're tired of compromising and always letting the other person maybe be in charge of the relationship too. Or faking it in the relationship where you're not really present, you're not as invested in the relationship as the other person. So the days of all of that behavior is behind you. You want something more, you want something substantial. You've probably ended a relationship recently, or you're thinking about it. And it's also probably time to go through your phone and look at the people that you're texting. How many of them are people that you really want to be in a relationship with? And how many of them do you just talk to when you're bored? It's time to let those people go as well. Let them go so that frees up all that energy and time. And I know it's been a challenging year and you've been disappointed. And then, there's all of this other stuff going on, all the undercurrents of everything from people worrying about the economy to COVID to all the people we've lost. So on the one hand, you're not feeling very empowered to start dating again, but that's okay. Take the time you need to heal you. And then once you're ready, tap into the pictures in your mind's eye about the relationship that you want. Even if you can't see the person clearly, you know what you want. You want to be in a relationship where you're respected, where you're honored, where you're treated correctly. And you, in turn, will give this same energy back to the right person. Hold that in your mind and trust that this will develop from this positive idea that you are holding. I would say also sit quietly on a daily basis and visualize yourself being healthy, being happy, being abundant. Visualize yourself having a meaningful life, whatever that means to you. If that means traveling, if that means, being a billionaire, whatever it is, surrounded by children, surrounded by, nature. Visualize it every day and tap into that energy and know that it is possible. This is how we bring our desires forward. Once you let the universe know what you're looking for, the right person will come to you. So I think, you are at a place where you want a more developed relationship. You're tired of just casual stuff and you're tired of just meaningless hookups. You want something more. And I think as you do the healing on yourself and hold that picture of what you really want to manifest, this is a year where it's likely to come forward. For partner Gemini natives, you're receiving guidance from your higher self around the situation. This has been a very trying time for you. Your relationship has been up and down since 2020, and you've decided in the last couple of months that you're going to listen to love rather than fear. And when you did, everything started shifting. You've also been asking for divine guidance around the relationship, what you should do, how you can improve the relationship, and what direction it's going into. Your spiritual path has helped you hear this voice because you've taken the time to listen. Maybe you haven't consciously known that this was spirit leading you, but you have heard the suggestions. And I think your relationship is changing and improving. And by asking the angels, fairies, guides, and beings of light for assistance, it can bloom to even higher level now. Occasionally, spirit will ask us to do something that doesn't make any sense, such as, let's say, paint your house or plant rose bushes by your front porch, even though you're asking for romantic advice and it doesn't really seem connected at all. Perhaps they're telling you to wear a certain type of stone or dress in a certain color. And like I say, it may not make any sense, but the reason that spirit is guiding us to do these things is by taking these actions, by painting the house, by planting the rose bushes, by wearing a certain type of jewelry or a certain stone, we're changing the energy around us. We're changing the situation. But spirit or your guides will never ever tell you to do anything that will harm you or anyone else. This includes self-sabotage. Spirit speaks of love and understanding. So if you've been getting the nudge to maybe indulge in something that is self-sabotaging or that would hurt your relationship, that's not coming from Spirit. That's not coming from your guide. That's probably coming from ego. So sit with that and explore it. Where is this coming from? What would be the outcome if you followed through on it? And then think about it. Why are you craving this or thinking about this or seeking this? What's missing in the relationship? Spend some time this month thinking about that and know that, yeah, you're on the cusp of the relationship going up to a higher level. So of course, it is likely that the ego would try and sabotage it because the ego fears change, and it also fears being that close to someone that will know it so well, because the ego is all about fear. So I think, yeah, this is a powerful time for partner Geminis. It's kind of like you either raise the vibration of the relationship and take it to the next level, or it kind of ends because you're done. You want a more satisfying relationship than what you have now. Yeah, that was a lot, I know. But okay, we're going to do the next card, which will be the outcome. If you stay on the current path that you're on now, this is likely what's going to happen. The card is quiet time. By the end of the month, you'll be seeking quiet time. And it's probably because it has been such a busy, crazy month for you, but in a good, positive way. I can see where the end of the month, you're going to need some time alone, away from people and away from just general environmental noise. Even a brief break will probably be extremely restorative for you. So even if you can just maybe take a long weekend or take a quick holiday away from stress, work, school, everything, and just get away, I think it would do you a lot of good. Most often, we're not even aware of the impact of stress in our life. We become so accustomed to living in a constant state of agitation that we're not aware that it's even there, or that our bodies are trying to tell us that we're overloaded. And you've been working a lot. You've been working on some side projects as well as work, and you've got the relationship stuff, you've got all these opportunities landing in your lap, and you're trying to decide which way to go in all of this. You were already busy and you were already stressed. So you can see where definitely you could be overloaded by the end of the month. The insidious symptoms of stress include, of course, illness, unusual fatigue, depression or anxiety, appetite and weight issues, and desire to withdraw from life. If you're having any of those issues at the end of the month, I would say, yeah, honor your body and soul by spending some time quietly alone. Doesn't mean you have to, go out on a nature trek or vision quest for a week all alone. You could just take, a half an afternoon off and maybe go somewhere in nature, weather permitting, and meditate or write or just sit and just be. So I think this is going to be a really busy month for you, a positive month for you, but lots of stuff happening. So changes, even when they're positive though, can cause stress. So just keep that in mind. Lots of positive things happening, lots of opportunities, lots of changes in your relationships, but still take care of you. Take time for you, practice good self-care this month, and know that you deserve good things. You deserve to be happy and you deserve to be nurtured. So if you're not getting that in your life, then make sure that you at least give it to yourself. Okay, I'm going to draw one more card, which will be the best stone for you to work with. Oh, hematite. Nice. Hematite is used by healers to restore and strengthen the blood. It supports kidneys and it can help you regenerate tissue. It stimulates the absorption of iron and the formation of red blood cells. It's also used to treat leg cramps, anxiety, and insomnia. Hematite is one of those stones that generally is pretty common and it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, I have seen prices that were crazy expensive for hematite, but in general, it's pretty affordable. And you can definitely get tumbled stones for, around $1. Hematite also helps you absorb negative energy, and it helps to calm us in times of stress or worry. Carry it to help you stay grounded in any situation. So I think, yeah, that's probably a stone you really do need this month because you are going to be so busy. Hematite is connected to the root chakra, helping to transform those negative energies into a more positive vibration as it keeps you grounded. Hematite is also one of those stones that absorbs negativity and therefore needs to be cleaned very regularly, especially if you're under a lot of stress or in stressful situations. Also, it's a stone that will just break for no reason when it gets full. So if you have, like, say, a hematite ring or earrings or necklace, don't be surprised if you put it on and 10 minutes later it falls off and breaks. It's quite common with hematite. And for that reason, I generally advise people not to spend a lot of money on hematite jewelry or carved pieces. I would recommend that you meditate with it, wear it, or carry it with you this month just because you're going to be busy. But it's positive stuff. It's going to be an amazing month for you, actually. I'd love to know what opportunities come forward for you, my Geminis, this month. So let me know in the comment sections when they start coming forward. Things are shifting for you and they're only going to get better. Just stay positive. Visualize what you want to happen. Visualize what you want the relationship to be. Visualize the best outcome for everyone. You're definitely going to have an amazing month. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little mini reading. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, let's thank the patrons for making this possible. If you enjoy this type of content, why not consider joining the community here on YouTube or becoming a patron? Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.